Hey, how's it going? Well, I've got something new today. I have the Odyssey coffee, and this is a Corona size. It's a 5 by 44, and this is a flavored cigar. I can smell it already. It smells like candy. So I got a 12 pack of these for a pretty good deal. Um, I noticed, I looked at them today, and the price actually has gone up since I bought them, like a week ago. So I guess I bought it at the right time. I'm gonna go ahead and try one today. Ooh, man. It smells more like chocolate than coffee. It's got a mocha kind of thing going. It smells really good. It smells like candy. Like chocolate taffy or like Tootsie Roll, something like that. Not like actual chocolate, but something that tastes like chocolate. That makes sense. You know how uh, you know how Tootsie Roll is not exactly chocolate, but it's like a chocolate flavored thing. It's kind of what this smells like. It smells good though. Sweet chocolatey cold draw. It's a loose draw. So it does have a coffee flavor. It's got a sweetness. The smoke is pretty smooth. It actually does taste like coffee. Tastes like coffee with a little milk and sugar. A little bit of spice. Sometimes when they do flavored cigars, they just don't get the flavor right. You know, it's an approximation. It's something similar to what they're calling it, but it's not really that. This actually does taste like coffee. So the smoke is very mellow. Um, Nothing harsh about this. I mean, it's pretty mellow, pretty smooth. This is a Maduro, obviously. It's Nicaraguan in origin. The wrapper is Indonesian. And this is a new one on me from cigars.com. In the description, for the binder, it says manufacturer's secret. And the filler says various. So, what's with the mystery? Like, that's kind of weird. Manufacturer's secret. I've never seen that before. Um, and the strength is medium. So that's unusual. Manufacturer's secret. Why would you keep that a secret? So there is a little bit of a leathery, just a tad of leathery. But mostly what I'm getting, I'm tasting that sweetened tip, which some people like that, some people don't. Most of the time I could go without it. Tasting that, it's a little distracting, but underneath all that is the flavor of coffee. Not just an artificial flavor of coffee, but also how cigars tend to have that kind of characteristic. It's pretty good. So, cigars.com describes the flavors as savory chocolate, roasted nuts, aged leather, white pepper, and a host of other good flavors. Um, Not getting much roasted nuts. It is chocolatey. White pepper is one of those flavors that I see on a cigar description or review sometimes, and I always wonder because I've never had white pepper like on my food. You know, I've never cooked with it. I've never eaten it. I'm not sure what that's like. I know the difference between red pepper and black pepper for sure, but white pepper is kind of a mystery to me. I don't know what that is. So um, It's got a pepperiness to it, so I'll go with that. The manufacturer's secret thing is is intriguing me, so I'm gonna look that up and see if I can find anything on any other websites while I'm smoking, and we'll see if we can get down to the bottom of this mystery here. So Cigars International says that the wrapper is an Indonesian Maduro, the binder is also Indonesian, and the filler is Indonesian and Nicaraguan. MikeCigars.com says the wrapper is Indonesian, the binder is East Asia, and the filler is East Asia, which Indonesia is East Asia. It's an island in the Pacific. Cigar.com says that the binder is Indonesian and the filler is Indonesian and Nicaraguan. So, oh, and AtlanticCigar.com says that the binder is East Asian and the filler is Nicaraguan, Honduran, and East Asian. So I think we've got consensus here that the binder is Indonesian and the filler is Indonesian and Nicaraguan at least, and according to one other source, it's Honduran also. So it's a mixture of different tobaccos in the filler. That's this weird thing that they would just have manufacturer's secret is kind of strange. Knowing that there are lots of other websites out there that have information on it, it's a little weird. But anyway, so I think that pretty much settles it. I'm just going to call it Indonesian. Pretty good burn so far. Pretty even. Making a nice stack of ashes. The draw, I was afraid it would be too loose, but it's actually just fine. Well, I'm enjoying my Odyssey coffee. It's going pretty good. Um, the sweetness is coming off of the tip now, so it's not like so up front anymore. Now it's just starting to really deepen and really go into those coffee flavors. Um, there is a coffee bitterness to it. It does taste like a cup of coffee with a little milk and sugar in it. That's pretty good. Um, the mellowness of it is a little surprising. It's very mellow. Uh, not feeling any strength from any nicotine at this point. Cigars.com says it's a medium strength. I'm not feeling that. Maybe it's towards the light end of medium. But this is a pleasurable smoke. I feel like I got a pretty good deal. The burn is getting a little bit weird. But it's not, not a problem. Just touch it up a little bit. So yeah, I feel satisfied with my purchase. I feel like this was a good deal. I think when I bought it, it was a bundle of 12, and I think it was $19 and some change. Now I noticed it's gone up to like $24 instead of 19, so I'm glad I bought it when I did. Well, I'm about this far in. About time to take the band off. And I'm still liking it. The flavor has gotten deeper. It's definitely more of a bitter coffee now. Like, it's almost like when you start, it's a sweet, very sweet coffee. And as you smoke it a little bit, the sweetness goes away and it's more of like a coffee with a little bit of sugar and a little cream. And now by the time I'm here, it's like the cream has lessened and now you're getting more and more coffee. As you smoke a cigar with a sweetened tip, the sweetness eventually goes away off the tip, and that's probably what's going on. You know, these Odyssey bands are not real fancy, but I've noticed they're wisely applied to the cigar. They're always easy to come off. I don't think I've ever had a problem taking an Odyssey band off. I've gone through a bundle of Odyssey Habanos, and I did a review on those. I've also gone through a bundle of Odyssey Connecticut's, which I didn't do a review on. These now are my third kind of Odyssey. They seem to be pretty good cigars for the price. It's really starting to get cold out here. I think it's about 35 degrees, something like that. Well, I'm about done with my Odyssey coffee. Down at the bottom here, it's got definitely more of a bitter coffee flavor. The sweetness is totally gone. Um, so overall, I would say I very much enjoyed the cigar. It was a good deal. It had good flavor. I liked how the way it sort of transitioned. It started out like a sweet, milky cup of coffee, and as I smoked it, it got a little bit stronger and a little bit stronger. It's almost like the milk and sugar were becoming less and less the whole way through until you end up with just a cup of black coffee. It also has a very mellow body. The tobacco is very smooth and mellow. Um, I'm not feeling much strength. I would go ahead and say it's a mellow to medium strength as far as the nicotine goes. It's about a medium body. Very easy going smoke. It had some toasty flavors. It had a little bit of leather, a little cocoa. So it's got enough flavor to keep you wanting more. I was afraid it was just going to be boring. A lot of flavored cigars, they just taste exactly the same way at the end as it did when you first lit it. But this one does deepen and keep you interested. So, yeah, I'm pleased with this one, and I do recommend it. If you like flavored cigars, if you like the taste of coffee, yeah, absolutely. So, there's my review on the Odyssey coffee, and I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next time.